What are we jamming on now, Jay? What do you? Brotato is a fun ass name. What the hell's that?
Dude, this game is so.
Looks like it should be in VR. Also.
Oh man, if this game was in VR, that's a whole nother thing we're just gonna have to talk about now. That would be fun. Like, so first of all, have you even heard of this game? Do you know anything about it? Oh man. Oh my gosh. So it's on Game Pass. It's one of those things that I just kind of saw it and the name was kind of weird. So it was like, what is that? Like, I love Brotato is very fun.
Yeah, great marketing job. That's a very like, what the fuck's going on there?
Is there a professor in there? Like, I want to see what else is happening. Brosif, is he involved? But yeah, no, this game is really fun, man. It's a very simple design concept in the vein of Vampire Survivors. Like, one button, all you're doing is just moving around the screen, bullet hell, things coming at you. But it's all about the weapons you choose and how you upgrade them together to kind of get powerful and try to complete an actual full run. Because it's broken up into waves. You know, we're starting off, there's a smaller wave of enemies, then more enemies, and more enemies. And it kind of grows from there. But as you go along, you get different pickups, different weapons. And at first, I just kind of thought you were just picking up weapons. And I was thinking like Vampire Survivors, like, oh, I just have to find like cooler weapons. But really, I realized you combine them. When you get more weapons of the same type, you get to combine them and they like get more powered. And it's so simple, but it's so satisfying in terms of that, like the upgrade skill tree. And like last night, I meant to play it for just probably like 30 minutes. I was like, let me just check it out. Let me just play for a little bit. Cause I'd been playing before, but I'd been dying a lot and not really understanding the game. But I was kind of chopping it up with a coworker the other day, talking about how much fun it was because I had kind of just been like, not really investing in it, but just kind of just playing it here and there because it's so fun and like still addictive, even if you don't know what the hell you're doing. Like it's still just like fun to play. But as I started really getting into it and understanding like how you could upgrade things, oh my gosh, dude. Like, I just wanted to play run after wave after wave because you're unlocking all these different brotatoes who have their own special powers and skills. And, like, you have the old man brotato. And, like, I don't know, man. It's so simple. It's not even, like, it's almost not even worth talking about, like, really the skill tree because, like, it would just be just super nerd-tastic. Like when you really talk about it, like, oh, I found an SMG and flamethrowers and I was able to like boost the ranged elemental like damage. And so like every time enemies come at me, like I'm melting them. And this felt so satisfying each time it happened. But it does take up like a solid chunk of time. Once you actually get through a full run, like it's like 45 minutes, man. You're like in it, but it's good. Like, and I want to keep doing it. And I found myself getting lost and like not wanting to do other things I had planned to do. And that to me is the sign of a fantastic freaking game. So if you haven't played it, go freaking play that game. You will not be disappointed. Like, you will not. No chance.
Yeah, I love the mile ahead. So I think I want the poster more than I want to play it.
Right? Yeah, it's impressive to me. Like, the closer I get to content, like in my day job and just like through talking, like, and discovering games, like, the more impressive it is to me when you can take really a simple concept and make it so much more fun than like you would think it would be like to the average person. So kudos to the team. Good stuff.
Word. Who makes it? Someone notable or is it like an indie team? Do you know?
I actually forgot the name of the dev. I should actually look that up. It's good to know. Give him some love here.
So yeah, I feel like, you know, that I fucking hear so much about the Vampire Survivor shit. There's got to be just like, that's such a simple thing, you know?
Right.
And there must be so many people that are like, oh, fuck it, people are fucking biting on stuff that simple. I can do that. You know?
Yeah.
So I would think there's just a glut of, you know, knockoffs.
You would think.
Not even necessarily meaning in a bad way, just, you know, similar theme, similar concept ideas.
Yeah. I mean, maybe there are. This is Blobfish Studios, so...
Okay.
Shout out to Blobfish. Yeah, exactly. Indie. Small goodness. You know.
Word.
Next game that I've been playing, Streets of Rage 4. Man, gotta play some more of it. When it originally came out, me and the kids played all the way through it, beat it, you know, and it was great. Like, we literally played all the way through it in one day. You know, obviously, I think we played it on the easy mode just because, like, at the time, my son was younger, so I didn't want to make it difficult for him. But he's gotten better at games, so we played it on normal this time. And there's since then been a DLC, which like the Mr. X Nightmare DLC that added like several more different characters you get to play with. Even some of the enemies, the bosses that you beat, you get to play with them. And so like playing that again has been fun. Like I love a great beat 'em up. Like give me beat 'em ups all day, good ones, and I'm down. You know.
That was a good one. Yeah, I don't think I finished it, but me and my buddy Al played it when he was here, whenever that came out.
Yeah.
We did a playthrough of it.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't played the specific survival mode yet, though, like the real survival mode, but I want to do that next. And I know my son's like chomping at the bit to go like kick some disrespectful Dylan's butts again. So. Yeah, good stuff, man. But outside of that, just not much gaming, man. Things have been pretty busy. I haven't even had time to really dip into COD like I had been. Haven't really been getting my zombies on like I would like to typically do, but we'll see.
Okay. It's been a while since we recorded, so I have a fuck ton of stuff, actually. And I honestly feel like I haven't done a ton of gaming, but my list is very long here. First thing I have is I finished the insane Egyptian temple cleaning job, and in turn the career mode on Power Wash Simulator VR. And it was just in time, too. It might even been right before, but definitely not long after. If not, they dropped some new DLC, their first paid DLC, and it is SpongeBob, which I'm not a SpongeBob guy, but
what?
I'm sure it's fun. You know, they went $8 for however many new jobs for that, so that's cool. If I decide I want to bite on it,
hold on, are you telling me you're going to be cleaning SpongeBob's like stuff underwater? Like, is that what we're talking
probably,
about? Like,
I don't know. I literally know. I mean, I guess I do know that SpongeBob is underwater for the most part. He has like whatever that pink thing is. I know that character like vaguely, and that's like some kind of sea creature or something. So I do, have some vague understanding that it would be underwater. Yeah. So yeah, but I don't know. I haven't bought it yet. I actually still have a few. There's that bonus pack that they dropped that was still free not too long ago, has a bunch of the next thing I went to is this massive satellite dish that like those are still pretty big things to deal with. So yeah, I'm not quite there, but gotcha. I'm sure I'll get there. Ding! And then Puzzling Places, I finished all that Egyptian shit, the Sphinx, and then there were 2 like burial tomb in the temple type deals, and nice. So good, so satisfying. The fucking 3D models of those are just so detailed. It's crazy how good of a job they do making those models. Very cool. And Asgard's Wrath 2, man. So like, I still haven't beat it. It's what? It's
slacking. What happened?
I'm kind of paralyzed, dude. I don't want to finish the game without 100%ing it first because I know I can't go back. But the shit left to finish is like this needle in a haystack. It's the same problem I kind of had with the first one. I know, man. I know I should. I need to get off my fucking, my goddamn completionist high horse and just finish it and get it out of my life. But I haven't done it yet. And so, yeah, I have not been. Literally, all I got to do, I literally just got to go to the girl and be like, hey, I want to go do the battle. And then she'll take me there. I'm almost certain. It's not like I've tried it, I guess. But I'm almost sure that's all I have left. And I just can't do it.
You're extending the backlog. You can't do that. You got to eliminate the games from the backlog.
Exactly. Yeah, and there's what is the benefit to? And dude, I mean, there's no way. Like I said, there's just you can't get. I couldn't even cheat if I wanted to. Like, there's no walkthrough for these things. There's each of the 6 worlds or whatever. There's all these. Every fucking game now has those just the really minutia things. I always think of the fucking little beetles in Legend of Zelda. Those little gold beetles. There's just a million of them. Yeah. You'll never find them all. But if you want to complete the game, you do. And that's exactly what these things are. They're these statues you got to break, and they could be fucking anywhere. And you don't even know. There's no there's just no way to know fucking where they are. And yeah, I'll never find them. And there are, believe me, I've looked 0 guides, and honestly, if there was a guide, there's so many of them, I wouldn't want to sit down with a guide because it's a fucking. I would need to find a way to pin the guide in my view. Otherwise, I'm taking my head. It's it wouldn't be fun in VR to cheat. So yeah, just fucked up. I gotta just bite the bullet and fucking do it. But I haven't done it yet. And I started fiddling with that. I Expect You to Die 3 a little bit. That spy theme, 50 spy theme deal, escape room type thing, and it's.
How's that?
Really good. Fantastic game. But it's not, and it makes me sick to my stomach that I'm bitching about this, but you don't, like, if you fail, you just go back to the beginning. And that's so frustrating. And these rooms take like, 20, 25 minutes. And like, you have one stupid thing go wrong, even if you saw it coming. And like, you just work because it's timed. And like, there are things that are like skill based, not just.
Oh, really?
Not just checking boxes. You have to like do certain things in certain periods of time or something might blow up or whatever it is, and like just, it's too frustrating. So yeah, I still haven't beat the first fucking level, but it is just as good as the first two. And the next thing, dude, Amy and I we were like, I was doing the puzzling places shit all the time. So we were thinking like, there's got to be like a co-op puzzle thing, like where we can like both work on a puzzle together. Yeah. So we start poking around and I end up seeing that there's a puzzle room or whatever in Horizon Worlds, which that's the VR social universe, metaverse thing on Quest. So we're like, okay, let's try it. Fucking insane, Jay. So,
oh man,
like they give you a little tutorial before you can go into rooms. You go through this like course, and it shows you your functionality and how you pick stuff up and interact, whatever it is. And then they just drop you in it, and you just go, and then you can just go. There's a fucking million rooms with different themes and different shit going on in them, and like different kind of whatever. I think I'm glad I started in the puzzle room because I think that's kind of an older skewing thing that the kids aren't as interested in. So it wasn't like terribly hectic in there. There was like, I don't know, maybe 10 people in there and they were all pretty chill for the most part. So it wasn't like a socially overwhelming thing. But yeah, you go into this room, dude, and there's a fucking big ass puzzle on the wall. And it was pretty kind of clever how because you're all just looking at the same puzzle and the pieces, whatever, all around it and stuff. So like that could get messy, with different people trying to grab the same piece.
Yeah,
so like they actually had
it's not like
they had
rooms or anything.
I don't think there are private rooms that are like. I mean, there probably are private rooms, but not that are like that have the activities in them. Okay. At least again, I didn't even try to go to another room. We ended up hanging out in there for like an hour, so and I haven't really picked it back up since. But it was very interesting, and yeah, they like devised a way so not everyone's grabbing the same shit, and it was like productive to work together and stuff. So I thought that was kind of clever, and I imagine that's an implementation and all that. But yeah, it's like this big ass room, dude, and you can like, fucking, I don't even know, man. Like just grab shit, talk to people, fucking play the game. There's other like a movie theater thing on the one side, and this was just the one room, dude. There's a million of them. There's stand-up comedy rooms, and there's fucking every type of I'm sure there's like board games and just all sorts of shit. And I'm sure it can get fucking nuts in some of them. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It was fucking wild. Considering it was free in particular, I think I was impressed. You know what I mean? Oh, which I did. I very much went into it with very low expectations.
Right. When I heard you say that, I immediately thought Pandemic. Like that's what I remember, like going in that Horizon Worlds, like during the pandemic and trying to be social and like hang out with my brother and trying to figure all that stuff out and just being like, I don't know that I want to hang out here. Like,
yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did it. I guess, yeah, come to think of it, I did pop into, I don't know if it was this or not. There was something that was like, I know it seemed way more basic. It just dropped me into like this cityscape. And there were just like, it was bananas. There were kids everywhere screaming and shit. It was nuts. And I was like, nope. Fucking, I was like, 27 seconds or something. I was like, fuck this. Yeah. So this was definitely not that. And I don't know if this is just a furthering of that same thing or if that was something different. I can't remember what that was called. But yeah, I was pretty fucking impressed. So that was surprising to me.
Nice.
Kind of cool. So yeah, like, I mean, again, there's no way it will be something I would want to, at least I don't think, you never know. You start getting you meet some people and like, oh, well, I'll fucking meet up with them again. And then you're fucking hooked and you're doing who knows. But I don't think it's something I would ever want to do with any regularity. But as like, if you're just kind of odd as shit to do and you want to hang out with someone, like, or a group of people, I think it would be it's a cool ass idea, and the functionality was built out enough in this case that I think it would actually be cool, In the same kind of way I've talked about, like, Walkabout Mini Golf has tried to create that for the game, or like using that as like a business meeting context. Like, if you're doing digital meetings as opposed to just 6 dickheads on a Zoom, go play mini golf and have the same conversations, and fucking that's a cool idea, I think.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just wish we had 4 more friends, Jay. So that was cool. And Amy was out of town last week for work, and I actually dropped into Demeo for the first time. A few times, like 3-4 nights in a row I did it.
Dude, I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, man, I haven't played Demeo in a while.
It's so good, dude. It's like, it's so good.
Did they add any new stuff since last time?
No, that's the shitty thing. And like, they got that, I don't know if I mentioned on here yet, but they got I'm sure I put it in the chat, they got the contract to make the Dungeons and Dragons tabletop game. So they're done. They're never going to support this again. They're still supporting it. I mean, it's,
really?
They still post about it and shit, but they're not going to fucking release new shit for it. They're just I don't know. Hopefully I'm fucking pessimistically wrong.
I'm like, maybe there'll be a Dungeons and Dragons Demeo thing. It's like,
well, yeah, well, I mean, I envision that there'll be a lot of overlap in the, like, UI and functionality. I'm sure that's why they got the contract. That, the construct is there. You just got to brand the stuff, to some degree. Hopefully it'll be cooler, and they'll think of some cool new shit too. But, maybe the influx of cash from that will allow them to kind of still create a Demeo division. Maybe, who knows? But my guess would be it would be very backburnered with that having fell onto their plate, because that's such a huge thing. And I'm very much looking forward to it, but it's a bummer that Demeo still hasn't gotten anything new content-wise. But it's still, it is still great. And because, it'd be great to have new boards too, but the cool thing about that game is when you get into a group of people, that is it's just a good group of people. And the strategy is good, and the vibe is right, and the conversation is good. And when that happens, when that comes together, it's just such a fucking enjoyable experience, and I had that happen a couple of nights. So we should play again because it was fucking dumbass.
Let's do it, man. I haven't even put on the headset in I gotta probably go dust it off, man.
wait until I convince you to fucking buy this.
Oh my gosh, dude!
You gotta fucking, oh my god. Before we get there though, the one little news drop. Upload VR posted a story, I don't know, a couple weeks ago now, I guess. It's been so long. But the new Batman Arkham City game is getting Quest exclusive.
Wait,
Quest
what?
Exclusive release. The Arkham City Batman games. The fucking ones that were on, the huge games.
Yeah, on Xboxes. Yeah, man. They were like some of the first games I bought. Like
that. I mean, I had I think 2 of them on my PS3. And yeah, they're fantastic fucking games. The idea that it's going to be in VR is fucking awesome. Yeah, really wild.
The fact, whoa, dude, like,
I had that's exactly it. It's whoa.
Like, I had so much fun playing freaking Iron Man in VR, flying around like Iron Man and doing like any hero stuff I had. Like,
that's the company that got it. That's the company that got it.
Oh my gosh.
The Iron Man, which I still haven't played that, but I hear it's cool, yeah.
They do it? Cool. Oh, dude. Yeah. I'm buying. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm in.
It'll probably be 3 only. You have to get a new headset. I'm almost certain it won't rock on the 2 would be my guess.
That would make sense too. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
At least I would hope, and that's kind of what I've been saying. The bitches, like they've started doing that, like embrace the new hardware and push it to its limit. Don't I obviously as a 3 owner am biased in that regard, but
of course.
I mean, I bought this thing. I fucking push it to its limit. Show me what it can do, So yeah, that's fucking wild. I saw that and I was like, even me, like I'm like obviously Captain fucking Pro fucking Meta Quest, and I was just like, whoa, that is a big IP to be getting exclusive fucking. I mean it's just like Asgard's Wrath. It's like it's meta. It's the market is not dictating that. That's Meta just dropping an insane amount of money is what that is, to keep it, to get it exclusively, So it's not like this tectonic shift in the VR user base or market share or anything. I don't think anyways. I'm sure it is clearly growing, but I don't think it's anywhere near the level to warrant that game being exclusive on the Quest. But whatever the hell, I obviously awesome. It'll be fucking incredible, you know. If they put even half of the effort they put into Asgard's Wrath, it'll be fucking incredible. So, looking forward to that for sure. Yeah. And then, yes, on Thursday, Blacktop Hoops VR dropped. Dude, fucking, oh my God, man. It's been on App Lab for like 2 years. I didn't know about it. I actually texted Bung, my buddy Will, about it. He said, oh yeah, I got that a while back. He's like, I played for like 5 seconds. I couldn't fucking shoot. And I was like, fuck this. I was like, that's crazy.
That's what I would expect.
That's what I kind of thought too. So I watched the videos and I was like looking and dude, it's got 17,000 reviews and is a 4.9. So even with whatever
17,000 at 4.9?
I don't know of any game that has anywhere near that many reviews. I guess it's already. It just released on Thursday, and before it released, it was already one of the top 10 reviewed titles on the store. You know, so
is this not bot action? Are we concerned it's fraud?
Yeah, I guess maybe. Who knows? But I would say no because I've tried it now, and holy shit. So yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, whatever the idea that it's a 4.9 is wild in pre-release because. And like I said, Will said that about it, that he, you know, couldn't get into it. And so I'm sure it was buggy and clunky at some point in that timeline, you know. So the idea that it's so much fun that people are willing to look past that and still enjoy it and rate it well, I think is a testament to what it is. And I'm not surprised because, yeah, man, it's so fucking fun. I'm going to break shit in my living room. I already smashed my fucking hand once.
See, oh no, that's what I can't. Oh.
Yeah, you got to you got to learn to, unless you have to see, that's the thing. It's like the first time I played a game where I'm like, I got to figure out a way to make more space for myself.
Oh no.
Because like I've like, you can train yourself once you kind of, VR is so interesting because you there's so many different ways to embrace it and or rather engage it, I should say. The UI and just the functionality of it all is just so free reign that I've said this before. I think I was talking about that Clockwinder game where I shooting the apples and stuff. You got to learn to both play the game in the game and play the game in your space. And it's such an interesting, I don't know, extra problem set for gaming. But yeah, I've had to teach myself to keep my feet rooted and use the stick for my turns as opposed, and you're so inclined at first. That's why I smashed my hand. You're so inclined at first to physically, you are, you know, it's basketball. So obviously you're just autopiloting, you know, you can't do that if you don't have the space because you will smash some shit. Yeah, it's intense, dude. They did such a good job. The shooting obviously is a big concern. That's great though. It's great. You actually have to learn. It's so great that it is hard at first and you got to learn it's very I don't know, sensitive to the power you would be using. So the first thing I was doing actually on training was the 3-ball shit. The a 3-point contest thing that you can train on. And I'm winging the ball fucking way over the hoop and shit. And I was the idea that you can even do that, I think is cool, that it is that not railroaded, you know what I mean? That you gotta learn to get the feel of it, you know, and so that the shooting is great. And the dribbling, I think, is maybe the biggest accomplishment and you know, one of your probably bigger hurdles to making a VR game. And it's good, dude. It has haptic feedback, so when the ball's hitting your palm, you feel that, and that allows you to fucking you know, dribble, man. And it's fucking nuts, man. And even, you know, that I have the gripe because you don't have legs in VR, at least yet, on the Quest anyways. So, you know, the crossing over is a little oversimplified than maybe I would like because the variance of being the crossover from just in front of you from one hand to hand versus a crossover through your legs are two very different feeling things. And I think two very different setups for basketball strategy, you know? So it's a little oversimplified, but even with that being the case, it's still great because you can very much, you know, fucking back a motherfucker up and cross them over and send their ass fucking crumpling to the fucking court. It's fucking great, dude. And then just fucking run to the, you know, and then just blow right by him and just yoke fucking. Nice. It's so fucking good, dude. It is so good. And the steals and the blocking feels fucking great, you know? And I'm still playing on the cake level. So that's probably I'm sure that gets way harder.
Yeah.
You know, but like it feels so good, dude. Like you're like the guy's fucking backing, like the guy I just played, like he did a lot of fucking backing down shit, and like so he's like backing down, and putting his shoulder into you, and you kind of, I don't know how I feel that, but I do feel it, and then like you're trying to get the reach in around him, and when you knock that ball out and it fucking you run by the other side of him and fucking grab it, dude, it feels so. It is such a good encapsulation of basketball in a VR context, dude. It's so well done, so fucking good, and it's got a cool story mode. Yeah, all VR games. I don't know why. I mean, it's not. You have the space. I don't know why they're all like this, but they all kind of. I always feel like the story mode's like a little shorter than it should be. It seems like there's, at least by what I'm guessing, there's only like 3 stops with 3 ballers at each one. Like you like start wherever the hell you're home, whatever, northern Oakland, I think it is, and then you go down to LA and play a tournament, and then I think you go to New York and play a tournament in Harlem. At least I think. So that could be longer, but it is cool and it's well done. The voice act, they have like a bunch of really great voice actors to voice the characters and stuff. So the story feels cool and good, and
okay.
You know, you got this bedroom you go back to between, you know, and you got like there's a little hoop on the back of your door in your bedroom that you can fucking, a little mini one you can shoot, and your laptop you can do the training things from your laptop, and like the music is fucking fantastic. It's all this 90s. It's not actual licensed music. It's original music that's 90s hip hop inspired, and it's great. They did a great job of capturing that vibe, and yeah, dude, just fucking really good.
Is this a Quest 3 only game?
No. I mean, well, Blacktop Hoops, I guess, is a big game on flat screen stuff. So this is like a known yeah, this company is a thing already. So this game was actually pretty. I think it was flat screen anyways, because I don't know that for sure. But I think this is the first VR iteration of it.
Okay.
I'm not sure about all that. I hadn't heard of it. So like I said, I was highly skeptical looking at the videos when I initially saw it was dropping. Actually, heard the Let's Talk Oculus pod mentioned it, and I was like, oh, basketball. Maybe they finally figured it out. And like they're like, you know. So I started watching the videos, and like every one of the reviewers is like, oh my god, like they fucking figured basketball out. Like, oh my god, so good. And yeah, dude. And so you know, I haven't even played. Like, I've played all one-player stuff, just training and the story mode, because I don't want to play any multi until I'm actually good. That sucks.
Of course,
getting your ass kicked in. So, it's got like, you know, it's got like a casual mode where you can just go shoot around with people. It's got head-to-head, one-on-one, and I guess there's 2-on-2 and 3-on-3. I don't even know how to pass the ball yet, because they don't teach you that. So, I don't even know how that works, but the idea that you can do it is fucking incredible. So there's 3-on-3 you can play. That's fucking like if it
like
works.
Co-op 3-on-3.
Yeah,
like
yes, co-op. Yes, co-op multiplayer. So yeah, the whole thing, like it's like I said, you know, I've enjoying the hell out of it, the one-player stuff. But like this game, it's clear that just based on the UI and just the vibe of it all, it's clear that the nuts and bolts of this game, like the real meat of it, is the multiplayer shit. You know, it's got rating boards and blah, 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 all that shit. So like, you know, I'm not even there yet, but I bet it's fucking awesome. And like, I mean, yeah, like I posted the video of that Los Angeles boss tournament, and like I forgot to fucking, I'm so upset I forgot to record the audio, my own audio. So it's just, you know, the guy talking, and you didn't hear any of the shit. I'm like talking shit to that motherfucker. It's fucking so fucking good, dude. And like, you know, you'll yoke on a motherfucker and they fucking go to the ground and get up and you're like right in his fucking face. And then, you know, you got to take, and it's half court too. So it's very street ball-y in that regard. You know, you got to take it back and clear the ball. And like, it just feels so good. They did such a good, you can just tell that, like, you know, the people behind it, they either had someone involved who actually is a ball player, you know, and like just knows the culture of it, and you can feel that in every single fucking corner of it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, fuck great. And it's only $30 with the fucking 25% off code. It's only $22.50. You know, so like crazy price. And it's got, you know, cosmetic shit out the ass. You can microtransaction your ass in the game, but you earn stuff and you earn money and gear just from playing the game, so you don't have to do that, you know, right, like they all do, of course. So, you know, that's in there too, and yes, your avatar it's pretty customizable, and it's all sorts of cool, fun fucking gear and balls, and you can open up new courts and all sorts of shit in there. There's emoticon things you can unlock. So you like, shit talking emoticons. It's fucking, it's just
Gotta
so
be able
well
to talk
built out.
smack while you balling. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so well built out, dude. So yeah, man. I mean, I don't. Fucking, I sent you the code, bro. It's like, I don't know, man. It's fucking good. It's got to be so wild in multiplayer. It's got to be so much fun.
All right. I'll check it out. I'm sold.